I'm Shakayla and this is my channel Shakayla Says, and today I'm going to be reading a book by Alexandra Bracken called The Darkest Mind. Basically there's a disease that spread across America called IAAN, where all the children either died or they got powers, like they can either be blue, green, yellow, orange or red. So the ones that survived, most of them got taken to these rehabilitation camps or whatever, and the main character, Ruby, has been taken to one called Thurmond. Yeah. The book is basically about her trying to get to see her grandmother because her parents don't remember her because she accidentally erased their memory of her. They remember everything else except from her. But she's just trying to find a place where she can be safe. She's the only one of the only oranges left because the rest of the oranges were killed or something like that. Because they're one of the more powerful ones. Because you've got blues and greens. Greens are just intelligent. They ain't got nothing special about them, but really, other than being intelligent. And then blues can move things for some man or something like that. And then yellows control electricity. Oranges can control the mind, and reds can control fire. And she's the only ones left. There's her and these two other guys, both of them crazy. One's called Clancy and the other one's called Martin. It's set round about nowish. Well, I did actually quite like this book. There are a few things I like. I liked all the characters because when Ruby does escape from the rehabilitation camp, she meets these other group of PSIs, that's what they're called, people, the children who did survive IAAN, they're called PSIs. So she meets another group, which are Liam, Chubbs, and this girl called Zoo. So she meets them, and I liked all of them. I say I liked them, but by I liked them, they didn't annoy me. And then, yeah, I liked that about the book. I also liked how they were always in fear of what was going to happen, because it's boring if they're not going to be afraid of what's going to happen. They think, oh, they're going to be safe in this place, and they just go there, they're safe for the rest of the book. No, they're not. Anyways, so they've always got something to be afraid of. The PSF, people who were in the rehabilitation camps who controlled them or whatever. And then there's also the skip traces, normal people who want to kidnap them and take them back to the camps because you get a $10,000 reward or something like that. And in this future, America's really broke and they've got no money. If you are offered £10,000, you can jump in for joy. And then basically, they're never safe. So yeah, I actually do like the powers because I think if somebody was could control nature or something like that, I'd be bored to death if the main character could control nature, because that's just boring to me. I understand how some people would find that interesting, but I don't. So yeah, I liked how she did actually have an interesting power. The whole book was based in Virginia. I've never been to Virginia, but from this book it sounds boring. So I'd like a bit of change of scenery, but I understand. You can't really go flying to Japan or whatever in this book because all the borders to America, you're allowed to go anywhere. Canada won't let you in, Mexico won't let you in, so you've got nowhere to go except from America. So I understand, but it was just a bit dry. The ending, I really didn't like the ending. It was just, basically, this Chubbs guy wants to deliver this letter to his friend's dad because his friend's now dead. So after they get out of the camp or whatever, they go to deliver the letter. He took the letter to his dad. The dad shot Chubbs. I was like, this just went from 1 to 100 so quickly. Anyway, I didn't like it because it was just a bit dry. But they could have ended it a better way. But some people might liked it, but I didn't. There's one last thing I didn't like. And it was how they got beaten to a pulp, and then after that they'd be perfectly fine. Ruby had a concussion, and all she had was a little headache. I was like, I think you're gonna have a little bit more than a headache if you've got a concussion. I think I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10, just because a few things kind of bugged me, but that was about it really. Anyway, that's the end of my review. I'll see you for another video.